Welcome, Captains, to another edition of Star Trek Online Tips and Tricks with your host, Esper. I decided today I was going to do something a little bit different, based off chat that I saw on Risa this past week. Uh, Normally, I don't keep the chats open because, especially in the big zones, Earth Space Dock, Risa, DS9, mostly because there's just a lot of people just blowing smoke and talking politics and religion and things just boring for most people. But one of the things that was brought up was lockboxes. Someone was asking, "Hey, how many lobi do you get?" And the misinformation that was flying through the chat made me, hey, that would be a good topic. So that's what I'm going to talk about, lockbox and keys. I'm on the Tribble server because I just don't have enough money for 200 keys, and I just happen to have copied enough characters here with keys to get 200. I also have 200 of the, or 100 of the Infinity lockbox and 100 of the Section 31, which is the current lockbox. I'm going to be opening both of these fairly quickly. I'm not going to stop on each one just to see what I get. I'm mostly counting lobi. This isn't really to see, hey, can I get the T6 ships, or can I get, whatever. No, this is strictly a lobi count. So, and I'm going to first do the Infinity. I'm just going to open all 100 rapid fire, and then we'll see how many lobi I get, and then average it out, and then I will store those in my bank, and then I'll rapid fire the Section 31 and see how many we get, just to see if there was someone saying that they had heard that you can get actually more from a current lockbox than you can from the Infinity. So this is just a test, just to see. So let's go with the Infinity and 100 clicks. This is going to be fun. Like I said, I'm just clicking through. And as you can see there on the left, the items that are popping up. So far there's been nothing really big. Oh, there's a T5 ship. Okay, there we go. 100 Infinity lockboxes. And from that, I got 540 Lobi crystals. So averaging 5.4 crystals per box. Not too bad, about what I expected, honestly. As you can see, I didn't really get anything. The VIP mining claims are probably the bigger, better items than the T5 ships, which honestly are just not good anymore because I wish they had kept all the old T5, the ones that they've upgraded to T6, but kept the old T5s in there. It's like we still have the T5 versions on the exchange, or not the exchange, but the Z store. So why not keep all the T5s in there? That way, because the T5U ships are still good ships. The biggest thing about T5Us is, one, they do not have a specialization seat, so no intel, no command, anything like that. They don't have any type of thing like that, so they're going to be standard, either universal, tactical, science, or engineering. And they do not have a trait that you can earn. But they still have all the specialization for the individual ship, so T5U ships are still very good ships. But like I said, you can see here I didn't really get anything majorly important. Oops. Go over here. I'm going to deposit my Lobi anyway, because I don't really care. Again, I don't care what I'm getting for drops. I'm just testing. All right, so now let's do 100 of these Section 31 lockbox. All right, there we go. Oh, we actually got less. 499. So technically five Lobi crystal per box. So honestly, there's not that big a difference. We got 560 while ago, and we got 499 now. So again, the average of 5 Lobi crystal per box is still accurate. So that's all I wanted to find out from that. And again, I didn't really get anything major. A lot of the hollow disguises. So if you're opening Lobi, or if you're opening boxes to get Lobi, you're going to get about 5 per box, average. If you're opening boxes to get the big top prize, if you notice, 200 keys, the biggest thing I got was probably the 2 T5 5 ships. Everything else is traits, ground equipment, kits, duty officers. Well, that's not too bad. Weapon packs can actually be pretty good depending on which ones they are. Let's see, 31st century equipment. One thing I do not see. Oh, I did get one ship. I'm wrong. I did not notice that. So, there you go. 200 ship, or 200 keys. I got one lockbox ship for T6 and 2 T5s. So, honestly, that wasn't too bad a pull then. But at the same time, I think keys right now are going for 4. Hang on, I gotta look. I actually have a special tab on this is my chart of keeping track of all of my captains. But I have a page that I've created that has my Zen to Dill. So I can put in, for example, I was looking at the Walker class. It's like, okay, it takes 900 Lobi crystals to purchase that ship. On the exchange, it's going for 177 million. So I was trying to figure out, okay, is it cheaper? What's the most economical way of purchasing this ship? Well, if you'll look here, the current the lithium exchange rate is 440. Of course, that one varies. Current master keys are going for 4,395,000. And I checked that right before I transferred over to Tribble. So that was the current price as of this morning. Again, this price will fluctuate. Ship fleet modules, which is another form that you, let's see, one key is 125 Zen. One fleet module is 500 Zen. And of course, the R&D Infinity promo packs are actually 300 each, or a set of 4 for 1,000, but of course they aren't available right now. That's actually the best, but if you look, EC needed 177,000 or 177 million for the ship I'm looking at. To purchase that with keys, modules, or R&D boxes, it would take 41 keys at approximately 50, basically $51 in U.S. currency. So basically 5,000 Zen. If I were to buy it in fleet modules, which are 500 a piece, that would cost me about $77.50. So $78. And then the R&D boxes, about $35. So if you're wanting to purchase a ship, the best way currently looks like the R&D boxes. But currently there are no R&D events going on, so therefore prices are actually up. This is actually a more inflated, it's a supply and demand. Right now there is no supply, so only people who have them can put them on the exchange, so they can ask what they want. So right there, they're going for 16 million a piece. So there's one way if you're actually spending Zen on the game, or if you're converting your dilithium over to Zen, then I mean keys are still the best way. You can one key at 125 Zen takes approximately I think 5 days is what I've calculated it out. Let's see, 125 is, so yeah, at 8,000 a day, at current market rate, you're looking at about 5 days. So if you got your 8,000 per day and refined it and traded it in, it would take you approximately 5 days to get one key. And that's just straight across, not spending any money on the game. So there you go. That's always helpful information, but if you'll notice, it's cheaper because these are the three, I've always considered these the three forms of currency where you can go from real money to in-game currencies. The master key is always the one of the better because people are always wanting master keys, and they would rather either do missions to get the money to buy one, or just do the refining. That's another thing on the refining. If you had five captains, that's another way. One captain will take 5 days to refine enough dilithium to buy one key. 5 captains doing 8,000 per day will net you a key in a day. And honestly, that's what a lot of people do. They, especially they'll do the KDF captains. They're easier to get dilithium, so they will actually always be out having their captains, just start them up, run a bunch of duty officer missions, go to duty officer missions because you're always going to get dilithium from those. Go to the Admiralty, the Klingon, and the Ferengi. Both offer 30,000 dilithium when you do get all 10 steps on them. So there's two. I know a lot of people, that's what they do. They'll just load it up. They'll fill up these missions, and they'll do all their duty officers for KDF. And KDF also has the option of doing the marauding missions. This is a KDF character, so I can actually, if I were to do lots of marauding missions. These are not much, but of course I'm indoors too. But yeah, some of these you can actually get quite a bit of dilithium. And that's what most people do. So that's one way of doing it. But this is Esper, and I just wanted to pass on some information. So I'm hoping y'all have a great day.